Eddie Hall just went to war with Tommy Fury on live television, and we've got every bit of the trash talk, the training camp drama, and what the experts are actually saying. Here's the thing, an unbeaten professional boxer against the strongest man who ever lived. That's the fight. That's literally what's happening on June 13th at the AO Arena in Manchester. Tommy Fury versus Eddie Hall. Beauty versus the Beast, live on DAZN.
All I can say is, my plan is to land that big shot. And whether that comes in the first round or the sixth round, I'm not going to be an idiot and come out all guns blazing, but I'll be ready. I'll be ready for when that shot appears and I'll take it.
But before we even get to fight night, the build-up has been absolutely wild. And it all started with a conversation between Eddie Hall and John Fury, Tommy's dad. Eddie wanted to fight Tyson Fury. He kept pushing for it. John shut it down fast, telling Eddie straight up, he'll just annihilate you. But then John said something that changed everything. He looked at Eddie and said, I've got a baby son, the smallest of us all. Within a week, there was a signed contract. Tommy Fury was fighting Eddie Hall. Now, Tommy wasn't exactly thrilled when he first found out. He straight up said,
forget about boxing, just annihilate you, but I'll tell you what.
But once he was in, he was all in. And his reason was simple. He told everyone,
well, I'm here now, and I'm ready to fight, and I'm only here because of me dad. Like, say, when Eddie said, first of all, fuck that off. Sorry about that. So yeah, when I heard about this, my dad telling me what's gone on with him and Eddie, I already knew what was coming. Because I know Misfits, I know what they like to do, they like to put on big shows and big events. And this is definitely going to be a big event. And, you know, no one's running here, and I'm going to show Eddie on June 13th that size does not matter. Do you have to...
But once he was in, he was all in. And his reason was simple. He told...
No, I'm not about to sit back and let my dad be talked to. I'll go on.
Then came the press conference, and this is where things got really interesting. Tommy came out swinging from the very first second. He said Eddie had been a silent lamb the day before, that his coach had to step in and save him. Then Tommy looked at Eddie and said, there's a reason you're sitting down there and I'm up here, big man. There are levels, strong words. But what made Eddie's response even more compelling was his composure. He didn't fight back with anger. He was calm and surprisingly honest. Eddie sat there and admitted,
What you feeling?
I think so. I feel that Tommy's going to get me in IQ, speed, footwork, cardio. He's got me down.
But what you cannot beat is sheer size. And I think there's going to be...
But what you cannot beat is sheer size. I think there's going to be 100 plus pounds in weight difference.
Yeah.
50 kilo. And I don't care who you are if that catches you on the chin.
That's Eddie's whole plan. And he laid it out clearly. It's not going to be a rhino charging at its prey. It's going to be a very calculated, precision knockout punch. He knows if this goes 6 rounds, he loses. He said it himself. The only way he wins is by knockout. Tommy heard all of that and fired back with one of the best lines of the entire press conference.
He said,
You're right. I mean, Eddie's got muscles all over his body, but you can't put muscles on chins. So, and that's what I'm about to expose. Listen, we've seen good big men, in the ring all the time. But what's different, the muscles can't get on the chin. And I'm looking to...
Clean and direct. That's the whole fight summed up in one sentence. Now let's talk about John Fury, because he was right in the middle of all this drama too. Eddie had been going after John hard, calling him a big bully of a man, used to headbutting midgets and slapping doors. And when he comes up against someone his own size, he fecks out. That's a direct quote. Eddie was taking shots at John for skipping an earlier press conference. Tommy wasn't having any of it and warned Eddie directly.
Listen, all I'm going to say is my dad did 12 years in jail for protecting the family name. So I'm not going to overlook any challenge. I don't care who's in front of me, big, small, whatever. I'm in the ring and I'm going to be fighting.
But at the final press conference, John showed up, and he was completely calm. He actually praised Eddie, thanking him for having the bollocks to take the job on. When a reporter tried to stir the pot by asking whether Tommy was simply defending the family name, John snapped back. You stop trying to cause trouble, or I'll put you across me knee. Classic John Fury. He also gave his read on the fight, comparing it to Tyson versus Deontay Wilder. Tommy has to be great for all 6 rounds, while Eddie only needs 1 second. On the question of Tommy getting caught, John said, It'll be like trying to catch a chicken in a football field. Now let's get into the training camps, because both men have been preparing very differently. Tommy is staying in a camper van in the middle of nowhere. He said,
van in the middle of nowhere. He said,
Yeah, just come with me, follow me this way. It's all ends here though. Double bed. Do all my resting on there between sessions. Got the TV on the wall there. Got all my meals in the fridge. Freezer there. Bathroom, shower. In fact, there you go. Supplements in there. Kettle. Planes. But this is all training camp. Because like you say, you've got to come away from all them luxuries.